since ramp season is only about 2 or 3 weeks long, my goal with these is to grind them down into ramp powder and be able to add that to recipes all year long. Even though it looks like we have an entire bowl full, I get the feeling this is gonna grind down to a very, very small amount. We'll see. They still smell very oniony, very garlicky. I like these trays. I think a little more oniony than garlicky.
It smells like garlic a little.
You think so?
Smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get this whole side.
Alright, and I'll get that bowl tied. Alright. Make sure there's no stragglers left in the dehydrator.
I'm taking a side.
Alright. The recommendation is to put these in a coffee grinder. I guess maybe if you were a expert dehydrator, you would have a coffee grinder dedicated to just herbs. We have a manual coffee grinder, but I don't think Scott would appreciate if I ground up ramps in his coffee maker. I think the next 20 batches of coffee would probably taste like onion. So I am gonna try to use my Vitamix mixer. We ground something in there the other day that was a dried, I think it was fennel seed that we ground, and it actually did an amazing job. So we're gonna try that again. And I'm confident that I can wash any scent or taste or smell out of my Vitamix. I've ground up some pretty pungent things in there before and always had good luck getting it all back out. All right, Reagan.
Can I put them in?
Yep. So they're kind of like crispy critters here. All right.
3.
Let's see if we can get them in here. Okay, ramps are in.
Okay, now I'll cover your ears.
Now I'll cover your ears for sure. That's pretty cool how it does.
Is it gonna turn into smoothie? Yeah, I'm making a smoothie.
That would be a pretty wild tasting smoothie, Reagan.
I want to see the party. It's going to a party, Mom. It's going
It
to
looks like a good party, doesn't it? Look at that, how good it did. I am always so impressed with our Vitamix. Did you really? Oh my goodness, look at the bottom of that bowl, Reagan.
Okay, now me and Mom can
Hang on. The whole bottom of this bowl
It's grass.
is covered with grass. Ooh, that smells wild. Okay, let me get a jar and we'll try to get all of this out.
It smells good to me. Can you plate the
Hang on, careful, I want to save that.
Why do you want to save it?
Because we're going to use all of this.
Even on the bowl? No, don't use my grass.
And it is such a small amount, we are just going to use this little 4-ounce jar. Let's see if I have a funnel. All right, so I've got my handy dandy, incredibly old canning funnel for the regular mouth. This is not the wide mouth one. I'm gonna set that in and I'm hoping to not lose much of this. Holy moly, that is powerful. It smells like maybe, it's a good powerful, but powerful. If you stuck your nose into a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning or something like that. I can see that this would be really good in like a sour cream based dip or any kind of soup that you needed an onion or a garlic flavor. Getting it out is not incredibly easy. This brush actually does a really good job. This is just a silicone brush. So this is what I ended up with. This is a 4-ounce jar and this is probably about 2.5 ounces of ramp powder. My assignment this week or even in the next day or two will be to use some ramp powder in a recipe and determine if I want to try to get back out there one more time and get a little bit more so that I have some extra for all year, or if maybe I'll find out once I make a recipe that this much, 2.5 ounces of ramp powder is plenty to get me through the whole year. We shall see. One of the best things about the Vitamix is that you can make it clean itself. You make yourself a little dishwater smoothie with a tiny bit of soap.
It's got a green with soap.
Alright, we have to go out and see those chickens. I'm worried about the chicks because they got down, I don't know how low it got, but it was 28 degrees when I woke up this morning. So
Yeah, 2 chicks died.
So we'll give them a big bucket of water.
Yeah, 2 chicks.
I mean, yes, once we got them, but...
I don't remember.
I need to make our own apple cider. I'm going through this stuff pretty fast.
Yeah.
And 100 chickens will go through about 10 gallons of water a day in the summer when it's hot and then they're growing. So we really need to probably learn to make our own apple cider vinegar. That's going to be another expense for me. This is the cruel Wisconsin way to bring in April. Yesterday it was spring. Today, this. And it's cold and windy, super windy. They said wind chills could be down to about 20 degrees. So I'm very worried about my chicks and more worried about my mental sanity. I do not like snow in April. Thank goodness I can still hear the babies. That tells me they're at least not all dead. This is the scariest part. Taking their blankets off to make sure they're still alive. They look wonderful. They look really, really good. These are some tough chicks. I don't think I've had chicks this hardy from any of the other hatcheries I've ordered from. These ones came out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And I think that was a smart choice to go local. Oh my goodness. And they want food and they want water and they want it now. I'm filling these twice a day, but I'm really thinking I need to be out here maybe 3 times because by the time I come out in the morning, they're very low on water. This is exactly why we're going to be switching to chicken nipple as soon as possible. Yep, you gotta be careful though, okay? Hold that door up. Just hold it like that and don't let it go. Aha! These little stinkers have completely mastered their chicken nipple. This thing is empty, so we'll fill it up again for them.
Can I put my hand in there?
Nope.
Can you hold it?
And that, my friends, is how chicken nipple works. You can see when one uses it, lots of other ones are curious and watching, and they catch on pretty quickly.
I'm happy the little yellow beads.
Nobody caught in the light today. That's a blessing. So this is good to see. We started them when they first arrived using these feeders, but without the plastic guard on the top, because it just seemed too far of a reach for them to get their heads down in here to the food. Yesterday, they looked completely ready, so I gave them, they have 3 feeders like this. I gave them 1 feeder without the guard and 2 feeders with the guard on top, and all 3 feeders are empty this morning, so they are more than ready for this system, and it'll help to cut down on waste. There will be less shavings in there, things like that.
Look at that one out of the pot.
When you're filling these feeders, you don't want to fill them too full because you do have to be able to slide the white guard back on the top, and if it's too full, it just pushes it right off and you waste it. Guard slides into one end and along it goes, and you can see I filled it a little bit too high here, so it's just going to push that along. There we go.
Mom,
Good to go.
Sleep.
This is what broiler chicks are bred to do. Eat, eat, eat.
And water.
And water, water, water.
And sleep, sleep, sleep.
Our chicks are lucky enough that at about 2 weeks old, they will go to an outdoor enclosure, and they'll also get to, in addition to eat like crazy, forage for bugs, scratch in the dirt, lay in the sunshine, and they'll have the best life a broiler chicken can possibly have. But nonetheless, this is their purpose, to feed our family, so they start by feeding themselves a lot. This is what a healthy chick should look like. Again, he's not happy that I've got him picked up. He's looking around for his friends. He's not lethargic. Standing upright on sturdy legs. We are looking at his little bottom. Nice and clean. He doesn't have what we call pasty butt. Nothing building up there. He's growing well. He's got the cutest little wings. Chicken wings, anyone?
Yes. Yes, I'll have. Yes, I'll hold the chick.
You'd like to hold the chick? Oh, you are a beautiful baby. Okay. Look how he's sticking his leg out. He wants you to support his leg. He's nervous. There we go. See, he's a wild man.
Like Mom's hand.
Oh. Okay, give him a squeeze. Oh, not too hard. All right.
It's so warm. It warms up my hands.
Thank you for being my model chick for today.
Why
I
does it
know.
have that black stuff on it?
Not all it's cracked up to be the model,
Have
huh?
brown stuff on it. I didn't say that.
What? You want to go back by your friends?
Here, let me.
I'll put you back. You don't drop it. They look excellent today. Nobody is dead. Nobody has pasty butt. They're not too cold, even though it's probably still under 35 degrees out here right now. So we're very successful so far. Here, watch out, Reggie. One Sarama chicken egg. We'll bring this in the house and collect it up. Thank you, lady. Well, almost all of our snow melted today. We just have a little patch left on the north side of the barn, which is so typical for this farm. But it's still super cold. I'm gonna be thankful that the snow is melted, but it could warm up another 30 degrees and I'd be a little happier. What do you think, Augie? Can we walk back to the house or is it too cold out there?